Do you need another key fob for your Nissan or Infiniti vehicle? I'm Mike with Tom's Key Company. I apologize for the wind noise today. The weather's not cooperating with me. Come visit our website where you can order a programming device and any spare keys you need to make a spare key without an expensive trip to the car dealership. You'll save hundreds of dollars and hours of time with the help of Tom's Key Company. This demonstration is identical for Nissan Muranos from 2015 to 2018 with a push-button start ignition, and a lot of other Nissan vehicles as well. Now, we also cover Nissan Murano keys from 2003 to 2018 with both push-button start and turnkey ignition, and we're always working to add more. Be sure you include our optional key by photo key cutting service. More on that amazing technology at the end of the video. Let me show you how you can program a spare key in just a few minutes without leaving home. We're going to program the spare key for this 2017 Nissan Murano. There's a few important steps before you begin. I highly recommend you read through the instruction manual prior to starting. They are pretty easy to follow, but it is important to follow them in the correct sequence. The other thing I want to make you aware of, programming Nissan and Infiniti keys begins with erasing all existing keys. Now that can cause some problems if something goes wrong during the programming process and programming of the new keys does not complete. You may find that your existing key no longer starts the vehicle. Take a deep breath, don't worry, it's easy to restore. I'll include some footage at the end that shows how to restore your original working key. There's also a toll-free number that can provide technical assistance. Their hours are limited to Monday through Friday. With that, let's get started. You want to make sure your vehicle battery is fully charged. I'm going to turn off the HVAC, make sure the radio is off. I don't want anything on that's drawing battery. You could even consider hooking up a trickle charger if you want to be extra sure. The first step is activating our key fob. Since our existing key fob has 5 buttons, I find in the table for 2017 Nissan Murano that we need code 25. So here's my new key fob. I'm going to press the top and bottom button to turn on the blue light. That blue light is on. I enter the first digit, number 2, using the top button, 1, 2. I'll enter the second digit, 5, using the second button down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll press and hold the bottom button to watch the activation code. Now it blinks back, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is pretty obvious, but if you don't activate it for your particular vehicle, the fob will not properly pair to your vehicle. With our new spare key fob activated, notice it doesn't lock or unlock the doors yet. Here's the original one. It works great. So you want to make sure you have all working keys in the vehicle, plus all new spare keys. The programmer should come with a security seal on it from the factory. If there's no void labels, or if it's slightly popped off during shipping like this, then it's not a problem. If you see void labels like that, you should contact help@tomskey.com for replacement, and I apologize if you managed to get one that had already been used. Turn the dial to position number 7. I'll also give you a hint that the programmer for the Nissan and Infiniti vehicles has a nice display here that'll provide the instructions as you work your way along. Come down near the gas and brake pedal, look around until you find the OBD2 port that you can plug this guy in. With programmer plugged in, we're ready to start our programming process. It's important to know the button on the top has 2 functions. There's a hold to confirm and a press to continue. So the hold to confirm means you hold the button down until it moves to the next screen. Press to continue is just a quick press. Hold to confirm. All right, warns me all keys will be erased. Have all keys nearby. Got my one existing and the one new one. Now, notice on the dashboard there's a blinking red security light. That security light will come into play during programming. Hold to confirm. Close all vehicle doors. Turn the hazard lights on. Press to continue. Quick press. Press the brake and start the engine. Wait. Pressing the brake pedal. Fired up the engine. And it now tells me press start to turn the ignition off. It's important for you to know that this programmer will only work on one vehicle. You can make multiple keys, but it does pair with the VIN number for your vehicle as part of the programming process. Press to continue. Do not press the brake during the process. So this is an important warning. Do not press the brake pedal anymore while programming your new key. Press to continue. Communicating with the vehicle. Press and hold the start button until the dash lights turn on. Pressing and hold, and I see the dash light turn on. Press to continue. Communicating with the vehicle. Turn the ignition off, powered it off. Press to continue. For the next step, see step 14, figure 1 in the user manual. Notice it shows the proper way to hold the fob up to the button. As you press it, do not try to poke the start button like this. Hold it flat against the start button like that as you press it. Okay, press to continue. Press start with the remote. Security light will blink. So I'm going to take my remote. I'm going to come press start. Okay, it tells me to wait about. I just made a mistake. The orange light on the push button start did not blink, and the red security light on the dashboard did not blink 5 times. Ignition's turned off. Press to continue. Do I want to pair another? Hold to pair another, press to end. Why, yes, we do need to pair another because we need to pair the original one. I'm going to hold to pair another. Hold to pair another or press to end. We're going to press to end. I want to make a note. I may not have properly paired this new key. I do believe the existing original key is properly paired because the red security light up on the dash blinked and because we saw the orange light on the start stop button blink. Okay, press to continue. Oh, to exit pairing, press start with paired remote. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to press start once. I'm holding it up flat. Okay, press to continue. Press start to turn the ignition off. Okay. Let's turn off the hazards, unplug the programmer. Now, let's find out if these work. Here's the original one. It locks and unlocks, that's good. Here's the new one. It is not working. So it did not in fact pair. Let me show you how to fix that. Sometimes things go wrong, so never fear, there's ways to solve the problem. In this case, my original key paired, but the new one did not. So let me do this again. I take the programmer, plug it in, hold to confirm. Okay, all keys will be erased. Have keys nearby. I have my original working key, and I have the new key to be paired. Okay, let's hold to confirm. Close the vehicle doors, turn the hazard lights on. Okay, press to continue. Warns me not to press the brake during the process. Press to continue. Communicating with the vehicle. Press and hold the start button until the dash lights turn on. So I'm press and hold the button down. Dash lights turned on. Press to continue. Communicating with the vehicle. Turn the ignition off. It's off. Press to continue. Okay, see step 14, figure 1, the user manual. This is an important part in user manual, figure 1, step 14. You want to hold the key fob flat against the start button as you press it. Do not try to poke the start button like this. Hold it flat against the start button like that as you press it. Press to continue. Press the start with the remote, the security light will blink. So we go ahead and press the start button, see the security light blink. Now up here, I see the security light blink 5 times. Those mean that this key fob's just been paired. I'm going to press to continue. The flashing light here and the red flashing security light on the dash 5 times mean this key fob's just been paired. Press to continue. Turn the ignition off. Okay, press to continue. Pair another. Hold to pair another, press down. I'm going to hold this down to pair another key. So now we want to pair the original key. Press to continue. Press start with remote, the security light will blink. Repeat the same way. Hold this nice and flat against the start button. Press it down, release, see it blink. And then we see the security light up here blink. Okay, so this original key is now paired. We're going to press to continue. Turn the ignition off. Press to continue. We only have 2 keys, so press to end. To exit pairing, press start with paired remote. So I'm going to take my original key and I'm going to press the start button. Okay. To exit parent, let's see, press to continue. Press start to turn the ignition off. Turn it off. Key registration complete. Press to continue. Unplug the easy installer. Turn the emergency lights off. We should now have 2 working key fobs. Let's test them out. Here's the original one. Locks and unlocks the door, excellent. And here's the new one. Locks and unlocks the door, excellent. This is beautiful. Now, we want to make sure both these start the engine. So, how are we going to do that? First, get both keys outside the vehicle, far enough away that when you try to start the engine, you get an error. So I'm pressing the brake, try to start the engine, nothing. We get a key ID incorrect. And then it tells me to place the key near the start switch. So if the battery in your fob ever died, you can hold the key fob right next to the start button, then you'll be able to start the vehicle. Now, let's bring in the new key. This is the only key in the vehicle. Let's try starting the engine. Press the start button. Boom! Fires right up. Isn't that beautiful? Tells me key number 1 is detected. Now, our new spare key works. Take it out of the vehicle, put it back in that place far enough away, and let's check the original key. It should also start the engine. All right, 2 working key fobs. That is what we like. And it tells me key number 2 has been detected. Come to our website, tomski.com, find your vehicle, place your order for a spare key fob and your programming device. You can program 4 or 5 keys to most Nissan vehicles. So if you want 2 or 3 spares, pick them up, and this programmer will program all of them to your vehicle. Look for the Ultimate Key Bundle on our website. It has everything you need to make a spare. The programmer, the key or fob, and the key by photo service. When you order your key, be sure to add the optional key by photo key cutting service. As you check out, you'll simply take 3 photos of your existing key. Be sure you get your phone directly above the key blade, upload them to our website. We'll cut your new key before we ship it, so when it arrives, it'll already fit your vehicle. Can you believe how easy it was to make a spare key fob with the help of Tom's Key Company? Kind of makes you wonder why car dealerships want to charge such high rip-off prices to make a spare key fob when you can make a spare key fob with the help of Tom's Key Company without leaving home in just a few minutes and save hundreds of dollars in the process. At Tom's Key Company, we aim to provide amazing customer service. So if you run into problems while making your spare, reach out to us, help@tomski.com, and we'll help solve the problem. And if we can't get your new key working, no worries. We provide a full money-back guarantee. Just let us know, send everything back, and we'll refund your money. It's that easy. If you've lost all your keys, I'm sorry about that. Go check out our All Keys Lost section, where we'll point you to a company that can come to you and help you make a spare. Be sure you smash the like button and hit subscribe so you can come back and find this video to follow along as you make your spare key with the help of Tom's Key Company. Don't forget to leave a comment, let other people know how easy your experience was, or let them know how much money you saved with the help of Tom's Key Company. Visit tomski.com and place your order today. If you complete programming and you find that none of your key fobs are working, don't fear. The frequently asked question tells you what to do. Programming Nissan key fobs starts by erasing all fobs. Now sometimes it goes wrong and you find you'll have no working fobs. But take a deep breath and don't panic. There's an easy fix to get the original key fob working again. Lets you know right here that you have to go through this procedure. It depends if you got stuck at step 13 or step 14. In our case, finish step 14, and so it tells us to hold the original key on the start button for 15 seconds and go through that whole procedure. Notice how this light is flashing when pressed. So that tells us that it's still in pairing mode. Release the start button with the original key, and then I'm going to hold it there for about 15 seconds. And then I'm going to repeat this 3 times. All right, you're going to wait 15 seconds. And turned off. Notice it says key registration complete. With this key, I'll start the vehicle again. There we go, and we can start over at step 1 in the programming process.
The thing is if we do this once, 1, 2, 6. Oh, it did it, right?
It says key registration complete. One other item I want to warn about. In a very rare but easy to fix situation, there are some push-to-start Nissan vehicles that have a fuse titled push button start. If this fuse had been removed or was burnt out before programming begins, your vehicle may seem like it stops working. The dashboard lights will not illuminate. Around the push button start there are some letters. The lock, ACC, and on buttons will not be illuminated. To fix this, simply replace the fuse to get your original key fob working again, and then you can continue programming. Another possible reason why the car won't start with any keys could be that the vehicle battery got drained during the pairing process. That can happen if your vehicle battery is a little old or didn't have a full charge before starting. Try to turn on the lights. If headlights won't illuminate, other things don't work, the car battery may be dead. Thanks and have a great day.